character that he calls his retreat.
I also noticed that he may be the first champion to have a ponytail.
It's a new style, Larry.
And he is clad in pink and black shoes, pink robe, championship belt around his waist, clashes terribly with the pink. And right now, let's go up for the ring announcer, Luis Marrero, for the introductions of the fighters.
Y ahora, señoras y señores, el evento estelar de la noche. Aquí, presenta este combate estelar por el título de los Super Plumas.
A Super Featherweight Championship, as the announcements will be made in Spanish here.
Río Piedra, al contendiente número 1.
Number 1 contender,
Rafael Solis.
and Solis giving it a little of the Macho Camacho act here. Both fighters seem very loose.
En la esquina roja, el invicto natural de Bayamón, radicado en Nueva York, campeón superpluma del mundo, Hector Macho Camacho.
So Macho Camacho is introduced, and very much of a mixed review here from the fans.
Well, they've changed their minds, as I stated, as usual. Barry, this could be a very short fight.
Larry, a lot of people are saying that.
We should keep in mind that, and I don't know how good Solis is, but he's come from a boxing family. Two brothers have fought for the world titles. One of them has won it briefly in the bantamweight division. He's been a professional fighter for 10 years. So he's got some background in boxing. And we just ought to respect that a little bit, at least until the fight starts.
And a lot of handshaking and very good sportsmanship going on here as we prepare to get underway. And it'll be interesting to see, Ray, just how Camacho starts this fight. He knows he's in there against a guy who historically has been a slow starter. Opening round, they come to the center of the ring, and it's just rather an even pace to start. As a matter of fact, Solis is more up-tempo than Camacho at the bell.
Well, for Solis, he's going to have to keep that jab out there and keep Camacho off balance. If not, Camacho's going to rush in, try to get him hurt, and get him out of there.
And Solis playing a little game with Camacho here as he smiles at him. Camacho, not particularly a stylish fighter, just a guy that gets the job done and does it in pretty spectacular fashion. He is dealing with a man with an 8-inch reach advantage on him here. Not to mention 5 inches in height.
And that height and reach advantage could create a few problems for Camacho until he's able to figure Solis out.
And also, it's compounded by the fact that he's a left-hander.
Yes, and the fact that he must match Solis' jab. Slow his man down.
Solis has been able to get the jab in here early on. Solis trying a left-hand lead, very short.
You notice the way that Solis keeps that jab out there, Barry. What can happen is a counterpunch by Camacho. Camacho, on the other hand, has to be very careful of Solis' left hand.
Solis drops that right hand after he throws the jab, too, and that could be very dangerous.
What they're doing is matching jabs. And this is what Camacho wants, to get inside, to slow his man down.
Solis is really toying with Camacho here, and that could be toying with fire.
Well, as long as he keeps that jab out there, he's going to make it quite difficult for Camacho.
He caught him with a right hand, and Solis, bobbing and weaving against the ropes, says, "I'm not hurt."
What we have here is intimidation. Very well frustrate Camacho with his height and with the...
I want to remind you that we do have a translator with us, Enrique Sanchez, sitting with us ringside, and we will get an immediate translation of just what transpires in the corner of Rafael Solis, where, of course, the language there will be Spanish. We will also be going into Macho Camacho. Fast-paced round.
It's a good fight for Camacho because he learned how to be more technical with other fights.
There's a little bit of a butt there also. Fighter, he says, I came from the gutter. That's the way I fight. End of round one. Very up-tempo round.
Solis was very active and perhaps a little bit more aggressive than we had been led to believe he would be.
Let him attack you, and then you counterpunch. He's a bad fighter. I think he's tired. Let's see what happens.
Well, as you heard, his own corner wants Solis to slow down and not be quite so aggressive. Perhaps just a little nervous energy in the first round. I think you'll see him trying to be more of the counterpuncher now.
This is the second round.
Well, they also claim that Camacho was tired. I mean, that was the first round.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite true. Supporters of Solis have said that if the fight should go 5 rounds, after that, Solis's chances improve a great deal.
Look for an overhand left hand by Camacho.
That punch was short.
It was difficult to make calls with southpaws.
And Solis trying to go with an uppercut.
Solis, he doesn't want to get against the ropes. He shouldn't be against the ropes.
Combination by Solis. Best combination of the fight.
The guys are really putting their whole body behind each punch.
Solis, the right hook, back with the left hand. Solis throwing a lot of combinations, I have to say that. Going downstairs on Camacho.
Solis is still tight, Barrett, and he's winging his shot. He's starting to telegraph his punches. Also, that's a sign of, they're talking about being tired. That's a sign of fatigue or arm weariness.
And remember, this just the second round. Solis hitting and holding. And draws a warning for it.
Have to be very careful about coming in. They must be very cautious and use that jab first and work their way in. Because in rushing in, both are susceptible for lead-off right or lead-off left.
Rafael Solis is really fighting an intelligent fight so far, at least in the sense of trying to take advantage of his reach.
That's the lead-off. That was the lead-off punch that I was talking about. What happens, the fighter rushes in without putting the jab out first. He comes in with his head.
And now Macho Camacho counter-punching very well. And once again, left to the heart.
If that left hand had land on the chin, it would probably have been over.
And you saw Camacho spin his man around and try to hit him from behind. Macho has done that before. And this is the end of the second round.
Let's take a look at Solis trying to use a straight left hand. 2 southpaws fighting for a world championship. Sort of unusual.